Hi, welcome to Brooklyn Park Now. I'm Mike Sable, the interim city manager for the city of Brooklyn Park. In each episode, we try to take you to a new location within the city. And it's my pleasure today to bring you to Avenues for Homeless Youth, a new teen homeless shelter that's opening in the city to serve our residents. And with me today is Deb Loon, executive director. Welcome,
Hey, Mike.
Deb.
Thank you.
So tell us, what is this story about and how did we end up in this location?
Well, this is a brand new shelter for homeless youth from the northwest suburbs. It's called Brooklyn Avenues, and appropriately named, we thought. And we are really, really proud to be partnering with the city of Brooklyn Park in creating this new space. This will be a safe, stable, short-term housing solution for youth who are experiencing homelessness from the northwest suburbs. It's been a journey of a couple of years that the community has been on, and we are really honored to be the nonprofit partner that the city picked to work with them.
Oh, that's terrific. And so tell me a little bit about some of the issues and why is a facility like this necessary, particularly in this community and in this region?
Okay, well, youth homelessness is a significant issue across the state. People used to think it was just in the cities, and of course it's not. It's suburban, it's rural, and it's urban. And it's been growing, unfortunately. Wilder Research does a study every 3 years where they literally survey homelessness across the state of Minnesota. And when they did their last survey, they found that youth homelessness had grown by 63% over 3 years, which is tragic. Young people end up homeless for a whole variety of reasons. And the city of Brooklyn Park, working with the entire community, frankly, really decided we want to create a safe place so that our young people can be safe and can stay home in our community rather than have to go to Minneapolis to find services.
So Deb, what is this partnership that you talk about? Who were some of the key players that helped get it started? And who do you get to think? Who do we want to thank the most for this?
That's a really tough question because there are so many people and so many organizations involved. The work started before Avenues got involved, and there were leaders within the faith community and the city and civic organizations as well that came together and said we need to do something to create a place for our young people. I think about Reverend Rachel Morey, who was with Mosaic United Methodist Church, and Reverend Steve Larson with Redeemer Covenant, and who chairs the Brooklyn Area Ministerial Association, Reverend Adrian Overbeek from Crossroads Church, and a number of other churches who came together, sat down with the Mayor Jeff Lundy, and others from the city and the Brooklyn Park Police Department, and folks from the schools, and said, what can we do, what do we need to do? And from that, really launched a multi-year initiative. They created the youth food shelf and clothing closet. They became very active and supportive in the Suburban Host Home program, which is one of our programs. And then they said, let's do the shelter, it's time.
That's great. Well, it is a beautiful facility. So why don't we take a little tour if we can and kind of show us about some of the services that you'll offer and see a little bit of what we have in the house.
Happy to do that. Construction has just finished. We have just moved all the furniture in. We're having the ribbon cutting today and the community open house tomorrow. And so what we have here is essentially a large home. It's a 5,000 square foot building that was really designed to look like and feel like a home. So we have a nice living room, a dining room that is large enough to seat all 12 youth at a time. And we have a full commercial kitchen because we will be preparing 3 meals a day, 365 days a year for 12 youth at a time.
So say more about those 12 youth. How do they get selected? How do they know to come here? Well, how do they know this is a resource in the community?
Youth will primarily be referred here by adults that are supporting them. Okay. So whether it's a school counselor who's working with a young person who they know is homeless, the police will be an important referral source for us as they're working with young people who they know to be on the streets and not able to go home. Churches, other adults. If a young person is unstably housed and needing a new place, then they can come here. Okay. And youth will also self-refer. They will hear about Avenues. We run a program in North Minneapolis, which is just like this, only a little bit larger. And youth know about our services. It's an amazing kitchen. We're really grateful for the commercial kitchen that we have here. And youth will be welcome to help cook meals. Obviously, we want them to learn life skills.
Sure.
And so one of those is cooking and nutrition. So youth will be in the kitchen working with staff as they prepare meals.
And when you say youth, what are the age ranges of the young people
Good
that are going to be
question.
here?
Yeah, the age range is 16 through 20.
Okay.
We can't go lower than that, and we can't go above that because of our state license.
So Deb, there's a lot of activity here on opening day, but
Yeah.
what kind of activity can we expect kind of on a normal
On
day?
a typical day, 12 young people getting up in the morning, heading off to school or work, whatever they have going on. We will have staff 24 hours a day on site. So this is a fully secure building. We've got security cameras throughout the building and at the two entrances. And one of the important things that staff provides is that sense of security and safety, as well as just ongoing guidance. These young people need a lot of support and a lot of guidance. So on a typical day, they'll get up, they'll go have their breakfast, they'll go about their business. They might spend some time with their case manager, talking about their goals, getting help with their needs. They might meet with the nurse or the mental health therapist who will come on site a couple, 3 times a week. They may use the computer lab. So I'll show you all of these places right now.
Terrific, let's go.
I mentioned the nurse and the mental health therapist. This is just a small counseling room so they can have private consultation sessions with those people. It's on a motion.
Yep.
We do have a computer lab for the youth, so 3 computer stations that are still being set up. The building is handicapped accessible, does not have an elevator because it's small enough that we didn't need an elevator, but we do have a handicapped accessible bedroom and a full bathroom here on the first floor. Full laundry room. Young people will do their own laundry, but we're providing all the facilities and all of what they need to do their laundry.
Okay.
This is an example of one of the bedrooms. So the youth get an individual bedroom. Small, but it's got their bed, their desk, and an armoire. And our goal here was to provide them with the privacy that everybody needs.
Sure.
And that's a beautiful thing. At our Minneapolis site, they have shared bedrooms, and it's very tight quarters. So this was a wonderful, positive change that we were able to make because the city decided to build a new building.
So when a young person comes in here and they need some services,
Yep.
how long can they expect to stay, or what is there something that's normal? Is it a week? Is it a month?
That we anticipate the average that they'll stay will be about 3 to 4 months based on our experience at our Minneapolis site. Some will stay a very brief period of time, and others will stay probably up to a year, really depending on their needs, their barriers, their challenges. We welcome them to stay as long as they need. We do not want to push them out the door prematurely.
Okay. So we're on the second floor, which is the
Yeah.
living quarters of the
Yes.
facility, and there's all of them have individual names.
yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit about the names and the significance behind it?
Our staff and youth at the Minneapolis program went through a room naming process, and they selected 12 names that are from a variety of sort of perspectives. So we have Ray Charles, who obviously is a well-known and well-loved performer, entertainer. And we have a number of current and historic civil rights and social justice figures who were meaningful and important to the youth and to the staff. So there are 12 bedrooms, 12 different names.
Terrific.
So up here on the second floor, 10 of the 12 bedrooms, the other 2 are on the first floor. And then we have individual little shower rooms and powder rooms so that the youth aren't having to share bathrooms.
Deb, you're taking me into a big closet
It's
that
a
is
huge
that
closet.
is half empty or
Right.
half full.
Half full, depending on your perspective.
So tell me about
Yeah.
what this room is, and if somebody is watching at home and wants to get involved,
what
what
can
could they do?
We are grateful for community donations to support our programs. And so everything from personal hygiene supplies, pillows, sheets, new socks, underwear, slippers, bathrobes, the basic things that we need to supply youth, hangers, you name it. We are not equipped with the space to accept other clothing, so we encourage people to donate that to SEEP or other nonprofits that have clothing closets, but we are interested in the basics, so the undergarments and that sort of thing, and obviously personal hygiene supplies, school supplies. All of those kinds of things are really critical. And the more we can get from the community, the less we have to go out and buy.
So if someone wanted to help out, either donate some
Yep.
items or volunteer some time and effort and energy into this
Yep.
project, how can they get connected to you?
First way to start is to go to our website, probably avenuesforyouth.org. We do have all kinds of information on the website. They can then connect in with our staff who organizes, trains the volunteers, as well as the donations.
Terrific.
Yeah.
So Deb, thank you so much for the tour. We're such a proud partner of this, and we're so
Thank
excited
you.
for this project, and really appreciate you and everything you've done.
Well,
and thanks.
we're just really proud to be part of this, and thank you. Thank the city, thank all of the residents of the city and all of the organizations involved.
Great.
Thanks.